Hello and welcome back to All Right. Yeah. Today we'll be touching on giant balls, how much would I have to pay you to bite a stranger, and adult soft play business plans. Very exciting. Don't go away. Hello. Hiya.
Welcome back
To this week's episode of
Oh,
All Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Good.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going, lads? How's it going, Abby?
How's it going, Laura?
I'm full of vim and vigour today.
Oh, you look it. It's great
Yeah.
colour on you, to be fair.
Yeah, the podcast is bringing me joy, I have to say.
Sames, babes. Sames.
Are you getting kind of caught up in like looking at the numbers, seeing how we're doing, looking at the comments?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be.
I'm just like, it's something that I know that I'm not supposed to be self-conscious about, and it is all a bit like, I don't know, like the thing that we talked about, like a bit notiony. But I kind of really like the notions at this
I do
point.
as well, and I'm just like, fuck it, I don't care. This is fun. I am having so much fun doing this. You know, I mean, I was a bit freaked out after last week's episode, but couldn't sleep.
What what? Oh,
The ghosts.
ooh,
Yeah,
ooh.
but that's okay.
How have you ever ghosted anyone?
Ghosted anyone? That's actually a really good God, yeah. Have you?
But that was in last week's episode. Now this week is this week. Let's
This
move
week
on.
is this week. What are we going to talk about this week? What we're talking about this week is actually what started our whole let's do a podcast thing. So you and I were friends on Facebook.
Stop it, Danny.
So Danielle, get back into your hole.
clawing at the snacks on the table like a gremlin.
Can I come out now, master? We were talking loads on Instagram, and we were voice noting each other, and then we progressed at some point over to WhatsApp.
Pooping in the bath or something.
It was. I'll tell you what it was. We were talking back and forth, and I told you a story about a soft play area, and you were like,
"Oh my,
yeah,"
oh,
and you were like,
that is...
"I can't stop laughing." Me and Audrey are laughing. Please make that a reel. And I said,
"Do you know how many? Do you know how many times I listened to that?
It was good. So we'll get into it.
So good.
But I said I can't make it a reel because it's too long a story, and I was like, podcast. That's. I was like, oh my God, I have an idea.
Really, that was the birth.
That was the birth, and I was
conception.
so okay to ask you. I knew you'd go for it. as well.
Oh my God!
So-
that story, guys, it's top. It is. It's 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. Because the visualization is there, and you told it to me over the voice. I think it was a voice note, right?
Yeah.
You told it to me over the voice note, not
Voice note.
so perfectly, and it's like it's down to what you were wearing and the emotions you felt.
It is. Now you're bigging it up for our listeners, so I'm just gonna get in there.
It's really amazing, I have to say.
Well, the reason we have today's episode's theme is to kind of fit around that story, really, and I'm sure you have loads as well. You do. You have loads of these
I have
stories.
many.
It's about everyday mumming or mamming. What do you say, mum or mam?
Mum.
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 Yeah, I
Or
have friends
what?
who say mom.
Don't deny yourself.
Yeah,
Say mum.
yeah.
Or
My
mom.
Fergal says mam.
Audrey says MOM.
Yeah, that's
very
some of my
American.
friends. It's very Greystones
And
as well.
Jude
Mom.
calls Audrey mama and me mammy. But
Mammy.
I would never use mammy myself.
That's very cute.
I'm MUM, she's MOM, and Jude has separated the two. Only recently. He figured it out and he was like, no, actually you're mama and you're mammy. All by
Mammy.
himself.
It's very
Mammy.
cute.
Yeah.
Because I asked you that actually when we very first met. When we met first.
When we very first met all those years ago.
I said, how can you tell who he's calling?
He just decided one day.
Yeah.
In the morning, he was just like, you could see their minds ticking away. And then he figured it out and he was like, no. And then he kept calling me mama by mistake and correcting himself. He would go like, no, mammy.
Oh, it's really cute.
Yeah. It's so sweet.
How would you feel if he started calling you by your name?
I think it was gas.
Would you? Yeah.
Yeah,
same.
really funny.
Very funny, yeah.
I called myself Abby to him and he was like, no.
Okay.
Like he named the
I
puppy
think-
as well. It's like it's like what he sees is what he says, you know.
Yeah. I think I'd be a bit upset because me and Lewin get on like a house on fire. He's the older of the two. And then Ray is the younger and he's a bit of a demon. He's amazing. He's a very funny child. But he much prefers Fergal. So if he called me Laura, I think I'd be a bit like, one more twist of the knife. He's like, no, I don't want you, mummy. He's cutthroat. He's cutthroat. I mean, they're both very, very different. Lewin has additional needs. Lewin was diagnosed with autism about he was 4.5, so about 4 years ago. And we didn't realise. We were thinking he's ADHD. There's something there.
A genius, pure genius.
Genius. You know, he's not like Rain Man. Like, it's just there is number recognition, pattern recognition, and stuff like that.
But still, that's genius. Every kid is a genius, whether they have autism or not. Like
they are, yeah.
But
they're
he's
legends.
like, you could tell that he's the way he even spoke to me.
Yeah, he's very special in a lot of ways. Yeah.
Oh, I could just see. It's just he's like a fucking. You can see
he's a star.
It's tangible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. That's nice. I mean, thanks on his behalf. Thanks, I grew him. No, he was kind of. We were getting feedback from the creche. He didn't eat. There was nothing he would eat. But he was our first, and it was such a whirlwind, as you know, when having him, and he just wouldn't sleep, and there was just lots of things that we were just like. I was just like, I'm just a shit mum. I just can't cope. Like, he won't stop crying at things, and there was I couldn't understand, and the poor little guy was really bad eyesight as well. We only got him tested when he was 3. But the ADHD diagnosis, we went on the path for that, but they include ASD as well, autism spectrum disorder. And I was like, no, it's not that. Because I was picturing kind of like generalisation of autistic people, like hand flapping, moaning, non-verbal. Yeah. Which is which would be kind of your, I think they level it in the States, but here it would just be, higher needs. Yeah. And I was like, well, like, no, but I was beginning to see more and more. The more we went on in the process, I was beginning to see, okay, there's a lot of things there that when they turn 4.5, the socialising becomes more prevalent in their life. Schooling becomes more prevalent, and so this
and the struggle
becomes it's been hard, and it's hard for him, But it's great, and that's just who he is. And we talk to him about it like the same way he wears glasses. That's just who you are. And my sister's daughter is best friends with him, and she's neurotypical, and it's another thing. It's accepted with them.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's when you notice these things and the struggle, and now it just doesn't need to be a struggle. Whereas I think because he's got you as a mom.
Yeah,
I mean, you're just like, this is just simply just the way you are, and you're different. And
but
it's a gift.
I don't like diminishing either. I mean, there is people can, and meaning but everything. People have the best intentions in the world. And like, I'm sure everyone's on the spectrum, or everyone's a bit autistic, or sure, it's not a big deal these days. And I get where people are coming from when they say that.
Yeah, but you kind of have to advocate for the literal brain chemistry being entirely wired.
Actually, no. Like, sometimes Lewin struggles a lot. We struggle a lot because his movements, his stimming, his sensory issues, his noticing the fact that his motor skills aren't maybe keeping up quite as quickly as his...
And he's at a self-conscious age as well.
Yeah. He's getting into that, that pre-adolescence. And then Ray, we are getting assessed for ASD, but we're not sure. There's definitely, I mean, the bar I would put on whether you want to get your child assessed, and this is only speaking as a parent and not an expert, is when there are certain things in your life that you just can't quite do. So with Ray, you just can't go into the fucking shops with them because there'll be a tantrum. He'll be looking for a toy. His thing is,
like,
I want
obsessively.
A toy. Obsessively wanting a toy, and tantrums, and he needs to hug you, and he needs to hold phones to his face and things like that. So there's just things there, and it's difficult, and it's testing, because I just feel like a shit mother all of the time, and I'm not being down on myself. I actually think most mothers do this to themselves.
No, I do be thinking about things before I go to sleep that have never entered my mind before I was a parent. But impossible situations that that are never going to happen. But you literally have a panic attack.
The catastrophic thinking. Oh my God! Like, it just happens as soon as the baby is pushed out. Then the world is a fucking death trap.
I was like,
get off the path.
Checking to see if he's breathing. Like,
checking to see if he's breathing.
It's like, you're still there. Oh,
you know the syncopated breathing they do when they're like, before 3 months. You're like, what the fuck? He's having a heart attack. No, he's just doing a weird syncopate. He's just getting used to his lungs there.
Yeah. And practicing.
And I think as well, which is really strange, is this around other people. I mean, I had postnatal depression after Lewin, so I was battling with hormones and just going a bit mental. And you don't want to come across hysterical. You don't want to come across like a hormonal, overprotective mother. Yeah. For some reason, it's you're cooler and better and more accepted in society to be like, like, you can hold my baby. Don't worry about it. There's
that's
weird
where the
pressure.
The new reels came from.
That's where my new distant relative reels came from.
Absolutely brilliant. And you can distant relative or stranger or whatever. It's just that, like, we talked about the parenthood in the last episode, and we were just like that vulnerability.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
there are more. I think there are more people than we'd like to think that are on our side and know how we feel. Because
Yes.
because for a very long time after Jude was born, I think even still now, you see a kid on the spectrum or otherwise having a tantrum.
Yeah.
And your heart doesn't go out to the kid.
No, the
because the
parents.
kid's got his whole life ahead of him to
Yeah.
sort that shit out. Go to therapy, whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
But your heart goes out to the mother or the parent. That is like
100%.
literally like we had an airport situation the last time we went on holidays, and
Where'd
this
you go?
kid we were in. We went on a cruise.
Lovely.
No, it wasn't. It was horrific. Never do that again. Never.
I was
ever,
a bit
ever
like,
do that with a toddler.
I was a bit like, that sounds lovely.
No.
But I was like, that's a hell.
No, 10,000 people
on earth.
in one tiny place all
Yeah,
at the same time.
can't
We got
escape.
influenza A, and we were in A&E on a boat twice.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and we had to extend the holiday because Audrey's so sick that she couldn't fly. So
Oh my
worst holiday of my
God.
life. It was a kind of I told you so situation.
Yeah.
But Audrey's very headstrong.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mess with that woman.
You would. So she wanted to
wouldn't.
go. There's not a fucking hope I would go with a small child
Yeah,
anywhere.
but she was like, maybe you'll be fine. Maybe you'll go fun. Jude will love it. I'm just like,
But it's a win-win for you because you go and it's fun, fine. You go and it's
I had dry
shit,
mouth
I told
going
you
on the
so.
fucking ship because I knew I had to pretend like I had dry mouth going on the fucking ship. Forgot my loops. I'm just like, this is going to be absolute hell, and she doesn't know it yet. And then
Yeah.
the first night, Jude was all fucking. You know when you bring a kid on holidays, the first 2 nights are like crazy
Hell, 'cause
town.
they're so out of sorts.
Yeah. So it had been crazy town. He pissed and vomited in the plane just before we got off, and he vomited on the gay man's bag, and the gay man was lovely.
Why does the gay come into it?
Because he was because I knew that he was like, you know, he sat down.
Oh,
he was
no
like,
kids, no kids. Yeah,
no
yeah,
kids,
yeah,
and like
yeah.
a very expensive bag.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
gays
yeah,
own
yeah.
expensive bags, don't
Yeah.
they? Am I
They
making
do.
a stereotype?
No, they do.
I'm
I
happily
know
making a
few,
stereotype.
Louis Vuitton bag.
Okay, so anyway, it was a bag,
Yeah.
and I was like, "That's a gay man. He has a bag. Probably shouldn't be vomited on by a kid, but he was so sound.
Ah, good.
He was so sound." But yeah, it was just everywhere. It was a hot mess. It was just sticky and sweaty, and you know, there was I don't know, like, and this is the thing. There's no need for us to feel embarrassed about this, but we do because for the sake of other
put
people.
it all on ourselves.
And I think this is fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's
like, why do we think like
it's
this?
awful. And like even I'd find myself thinking, chill out to other mothers. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, why the fuck am I doing that? Like, what has society done to me to make me think to be slightly neglectful of my child is cooler than? I'm not saying actual neglect, but like to be like, yeah, they're cool. Don't worry about it. You know,
I think it might be the patriarchy. What do you think?
I do you know what? Could men be behind this? I don't know. I actually think the acceptance of other parents is so.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the acceptance of parents is so important. The acceptance and tolerance of other parents, and you know that kind of when you're 7 o'clock in the morning and you're the first people outside the door with the kid, and someone else looks at you and they're like, "Yeah, I know, I get you," and it's such a relief. Like myself and Fergal were in. You know, botanical gardens down in Wicklow, and
That garden.
do you know that garden? And we were in the coffee shop, and the kids were just completely overstimulated. We'd gone to something else before, and Ray we were in the little Brambles coffee shop, you know,
Yeah.
and Ray just started to have the biggest meltdown like in history.
Over
and
what?
just over he wanted an ice cream. But it was
Okay.
a freezing cold day, and we'd gotten him a brownie, so. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
shut up. But anyway, we were like, no, come on, sit down. And there's certain ways you deal with the child, and certain ways if we are no, and we react with kind of the same energy he has, it'll make it worse. It'll make it worse because I've done a parenting course on it because it's so difficult.
Yeah, but
with
there
him
is a tether.
sometimes. There's a tether. There's a firmness. We were doing our best, right? We were both exhausted. And Ray was over in the middle of the coffee shop having a tantrum. Myself and Ferg were just sitting there like dead-eyed because there's nothing we can do about this.
Staring at the floor.
Staring at the floor, tears behind the eyes. And there was these 3 fucking old ones, you know, and just like fleeces. Practical walking
I like
gear.
fleeces.
Okay, but they were practical people, practically led people, and they were looking over at us, and they were older people, like they were like 60s, 70s.
They have kids.
I don't know.
They
Because
must
the
forget.
looks they were giving us, and just staring over, and I couldn't, and I'm a people pleaser, as you know, and I would never really give out to people in public, but I just lost my mind. I was over at Ray, come on. And they were turning around, shaking their heads. And I was like, what the fuck do you want me to do? They're both fucking special needs. And I don't know if Ray is or not, but I just used it anyway. I was like, what the fuck do you expect me to do?
Didn't have the time to say undiagnosed.
Yeah. But he's actually...
This is not... We're getting him the tests, okay?
Yeah. What do you want me to do?
Cop on,
They're
ladies.
both additional needs, except for him. We're waiting on a waiting list for the HSE because we went to private the first time and it actually was kind of slightly undiagnosed with that one. But we're going to go
everywhere.
back again.
There's not enough funding.
We're on a waiting list and this come on a waiting list for therapy, but we have to wait.
And Fergal definitely has it as well, okay?
And I have ADHD, but it's from traumatised childhood, so it's not
different.
actually diagnosed.
It's actually different. Maureen, calm down.
Okay.
Taking a sip of your tea.
Yeah.
Having a bite of the brownie.
Sitting back down, all shaking. I've made my point. Let's go.
And Ray's just like,
He's like,
why are you giving out to those ladies?
I did. And then Fergal went back
So
over and he was like,
good.
what are you fucking looking at? And but we didn't have to over-explain, but I'm definitely going to do that the next time.
So good.
I know, yeah. And like, but Fergal's great at telling people to fuck off. It's brilliant. He's great at being like, would you ever fucking calm down to people and stuff?
Yeah.
I love it. I'm like, go on. I love
He's
seeing
a
it.
man, like he seems like he's a man of few words, but any words that do come out are really good.
What's so funny is that everybody thinks, and I don't get this because I've known him really well from the offset. We were gone drinking together, hung out together. But everybody thinks he's really serious and quiet and shy. But like once you get to know him, he's full of it. Like,
I've only
you
met
know.
him once and I had to instigate all of the conversations because he wouldn't have said anything, but I think he's quite
Yes.
comfortable saying nothing.
No, yeah, and people take that as
That's
shyness,
great.
but he's just. But you have a nice form of communication now. Do you want to share that with our listeners?
Farts.
Farts. They send each other farts, which I think
He
is
did a great
lovely.
one.
He did do a good
That
one.
was
Yeah.
there was an ending pitch that went right up there.
They actually
It changed a whole entire tone. I was very
isn't that
pleased
nice,
with that.
though?
Yeah.
I imagine. I was
Bonding.
thinking.
Were you very excited about the bonding?
I am excited
I was really
about the
excited
bonding,
that I
and
sent
I'm
him a
thrilled
message.
with
I was
that.
like, tell Fergal to check his Insta messages.
So we can sit when we go out on a double date. We can sit at one end of the table.
We don't have to say anything.
and
We can
you
just
guys
send
can
each
sit
other
and
videos.
fart. Yeah, fart videos. And
If
stuff
we
like
if we
that.
want.
and I can catch up with odds.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
And her
wouldn't it?
Reiki. No, I'm joking.
And her what Reiki? No.
No, don't touch me. Oh no, you don't touch me.
No,
For this.
yeah.
It's no touching.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. So, going back to daily parenting.
Yeah.
The whole reason we wanted to talk about day-to-day parenting was because of my soft play area story. So, do you want to hear it?
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Are you excited?
I'm really excited.
Okay, good.
It's so good.
So Lewin was about 2.5, 3. He was about 3 at the time, and I was working in town, and I had gone out the night before, espresso martinis, absolutely on a wild one with a couple of my mates, and
Dancing on tables.
it's like it was genuinely. It was out until about 2:00, and I slept in.
Did you sing the national anthem?
No, I would never go that far now. Do you? No. But
I
it
just was gauging how wild.
Well, no. I could have. It was wild. I blacked out in the taxi on the way
You wouldn't
home.
remember anyway, would
I mean, no, I wouldn't. No.
This is it.
But I woke up in my mother and father-in-law's because I'd stayed in their house the night before because I was like, I have to go back into town to work in the morning.
Right.
And I was wildly hungover, and I only had one set of clothes. So I had to put on the stinking tights from the night before and this really tight kind of pencil skirt thing that I was wearing, which was like, you're laughing because you know it's coming. Tight pencil skirt. I
think literally without that, the story wouldn't be as good.
Well, here it comes.
Shut up, Abby. Stop ruining it.
Yeah, stop. So I went into work, violent, struggled through the interviews and stuff like that, came home, picked Lewin up from childcare, and I said, I'll bring him out to soft play, local soft play area.
Great idea.
I mean, in my head it was, it was just like,
I'll sit there on my phone.
I'll make me feel better. Yeah, to kind of sit on my phone. I can probably eat one of those fairy cakes or like one of the sausages they have, and
steal something from someone else's party.
Yeah, and just enjoy.
I'll have one of them.
Basking in the stink.
My
of
kid
farts.
doesn't know yours, but I'll have a fairy cake.
Yes, exactly, and just listen to the dulcet tones of screaming, fighting, wretched children, farts,
Head bangs,
pukes, the head clunks,
the losing the shoe. Panic.
The noise, the slipping, the falling, the getting stuck. So what happened was Lewin was climbing up tier 3, and I was looking at him, waving at him, and I heard this kind of whinging because I was watching a child coming up, a smaller, like an older child, little fucker, coming kind of up the tunnel towards
19 years old,
and I could see him. Yeah, this fella.
Hi, Mum. Look at me.
And he was purposefully hurting other children.
Oh,
elbow kick, and then I
Hates
saw
them.
him come up to Lewin, and he climbed up past Lewin and turned around and full kicked him in the head. Little fucker. Yeah, absolute little shit. So I was like, fuck. So I was like, I have to get up there. So off come the shoes, out comes the stench of the foot, the sweating foot from the night before.
God, the tight
Crisp, you know, when the toes go kind of crisp in the tights. So I had to like, okay, there's no way into the soft play area except to go through it. You know, you can't get around it. You got to go through it. So I'm climbing up around it. The kids get out of my way, in the pencil skirt. So shimmying, getting
really tiny little steps in your tight feet
through the corridor with the 3 gym balls, bung, 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 crawling now at this point because there's nothing else. And then the only way through was through these two.
Did you go through a ball pit?
No, I didn't have to go, but with giant balls. But there was the only way then up to Lewin was 2 giant foam rolling pins on their side. So I had to kind of Superman through it.
Did you go that way or
this way?
Sideways?
No. Front hands through, dove through it, completely rolled. I came out very crease free, let me tell you.
So good.
So then, boom, like a wet fish on the other side of it. Crawl up to Lewin, get Lewin, and Lewin's like, great. I was like, come down this way. And again, with the autism, he was like, I won't go down this way. I mean, probably most kids are like
Obviously, one aim in mind is probably the slide.
It was the terrifying slide that I always saw kids get head clunked on the way out of. They'd always come out like with vicious slide burn.
Like,
yeah, they're all stuck. They're always the worst ones when kids are all like silent, staring.
And you're like,
yeah, as opposed, yeah. And then
the gradual crescendo.
But when they're stunned and don't even know what to do, you're like, oh no, this is bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, so up we go to the dark purple slide, and I'm like, okay, just go down. It's fine. So I had Lewin on my lap.
The dark purple slide.
The dark purple slide of insanity. And
did you say we or anything?
I didn't say we because the fear ripped the voice from my throat because it was like
you going through the rollers just still has me so good, like falling out, limp
know.
body on the other side from being squashed so hard.
I don't know if you remember. Did you were not Dublin, so you wouldn't remember. We had like Bam Bams and the Fun Factory, and there was like these free fall slides that were just like straight down, and you'd go down with your arms crossed. And just terrifying, always bash your
in
head.
a little coffee bean bag.
No, you just went down.
Oh.
You didn't have a bag. I don't think so anyway. But this purple slide was worse. It was dark. It was shiny and slippery, which was not best friends with my fucking tight pencil skirt that I'd squashed myself
Acrylic
into.
Polyester.
I went flying down and I tried to stop myself. Massive bruise on the elbow, massive bash on the fucking...
Where was Ray? On your lap?
No, Lewin was on my lap. Yeah.
Oh, Lewin.
So I was trying to protect him, but tried to slow myself down. And then just, wet fished out on the bottom. So that was really one of my most dignified parenting moments, people.
Was anyone down at the end?
Was anyone what?
Down at the end waiting?
No, just me and Lewin fell out, plopped out onto the...
standing there.
I mean, I don't know who was watching.
What are you doing? You're too big
Parents,
for that
though,
slide.
other parents. How do you feel about other parents in the playground? Oh my God, I just find hell, or the school pickup. Just the talk.
I haven't experienced it yet. My kid's only 2.5.
Yeah, so you're
so I'm not there. In the play area, I had a great crack in the play area. Actually.
Yeah, because you were probably in the ball pool.
Yeah, no, I was, and we were like giant Lego blocks and everything, and he really loves it. And he's he still wants me to go in there. He did break away for the first time ever, and my heart skipped a beat, and I had a tear in my eye.
It's a bit scary when they're young.
No, but I heard him say to himself, "I can do this."
Oh my God!
And then he
said,
up,
"I can do this to himself."
I think it was, I've got this.
That is,
and he went like this
cute.
with his hands.
Oh my God, that is very cute.
And he went up all by himself to the slide, and I was just
is-
like, "Tell you what, I've seen you do it before. I know you're brave. I'm going to be standing right here, and you can see me all the way along." And he was like, "I've got this."
That's insanely cute.
And he's only 2.5. So yeah, no, I haven't had much experience, but I did meet a woman in the soft play in Wexford Town who they went down the slide, obviously holding hands with the kids, and I think they were in some kind of group because they had matching t-shirts. Maybe it was a hen party, I don't know. She suggested like good business plan. And we kind of had the lols about it after she went down the slide. I was like, you look like you had good fun. She was like, imagine this with a few pints in you.
Oh yeah, I know.
Does adult soft play exist? Because that's a business plan.
I kind of feel like you'd do one round and everyone would be shagged by it. Like it's
no, that's the whole point. It's like exercise and fun. It's it's like an arcade, but like you'd have one of those ride-on bulls.
Imagine the vomit and head clumps.
You'd have imagine cleaning the place after,
because like drunk
Poor
adults
staff.
are like hopped up on sugar kids. You know.
Yeah. Imagine all the breakages. Imagine the insurance you'd have to have.
Yeah, you couldn't. No, you
Probably
couldn't.
not.
I've done like boozy
Probably,
bowling
actually,
before
sorry,
and stuff,
lady,
but-
probably not a viable business plan, but good
A bit
idea
too
at the time.
dangerous, a bit too pukey.
Yeah.
So I find the other parents thing, I've no issues with other parents at all, but it's just the forced into situations like playgrounds or school line. And I'm more than happy to chat to other
What's
parents.
the chat outside the school?
Like when you're waiting, I don't like, how are you getting on? I am really panicked by Small talk. I hate it. Like, as you can tell, I really can't stand it. So then you're only talking about the thing you have in common, which is the kids.
And then you're only using fillers, which are just
Totally.
like, I had all bran for breakfast today.
Yeah,
what did
yeah.
you have?
How's your poo?
Yeah, it's like,
You know,
really, it's really nonsense.
so prepare
I
yourself.
I would prefer to say nothing.
So I just don't say anything really. And then if people
What
chat
if someone
to me, I'm
strikes it
happy.
up?
No, I'm happy. I'm kind of happy to talk about it. And it's like, oh yeah, is your child is the one that bit mine. I see.
Yeah.
Did you ever have biting incidents with Jude?
My sister used to bite me.
Did you? Yes, as did mine. She drew blood.
Yeah. My sister used to bite me quite a lot.
But did Jude ever get bitten or bite any of you?
No. He never. He went through, he's kind of, I think he's quite sensory. He's just still the squeezy thing when he can't handle the love or can't handle the tender moment.
Overload, yeah.
Like he did this to his friend the other day. Like just like, cute little hamster squeezing a bit too hard kind of thing. And he got to hold the bunnies in the pet shop the other day and he could not contain himself.
Yeah.
He was like dancing on the spot.
Oh my God.
But like this far away from them.
Yeah.
Like he was just like, bunnies.
We got a report back.
Shuddering.
So cute.
It's so sweet.
We got a report back from Lewin's childcare when he was 3. No, there was a biting incident today now. And when they tell you about the biting incident, it's
He
like...
bit them.
Yeah, so so Jude isn't in childcare yet. So
No.
you'll see this. When there's a biting incident, they take it as seriously as if someone was shot. Like, it's
okay.
like... So if your child was...
biting today.
If your child was the biter, that's very serious. If your child was the bitey, they come out with forms and they're like, okay, so we just need to tell you there was a biting incident today. And you're like waiting with bated breath going, please don't let him have been the biter. Please don't let him have been the biter. And they go,
how many stitches?
And they're like, he was bitten by, and you're like, oh, thank God.
He's an asshole. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Don't worry. No, you don't want him to be, you want him to be the bitten.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's grand. Don't worry about him. Do we need tetanus?
I
No,
think it's
fine.
like it must be a fundamental development thing that the biting.
It
thing
is. It's an oral
just
thing.
standard.
It's just so bizarre. But Lewin, we got one report. Ray bit and was bitten multiple times, but Lewin never bit. There was one incident. He was another child was going up the slide, and he didn't like the child, so he bit him on the arse. Imagine you could do that as a parent, like.
Or I'd be just like, make good decisions, and you'd be like, no, I won't.
Yeah.
No, not you. You don't look like you taste good. Yak.
For €74.50,
Would I bite a stranger?
would you bite? Would you go up and just
Take a nibble
chomp on the back of someone's arm and just
in a queue?
in a queue, and then you'd walk off? And I'm watching,
Just a small bite.
like a kind of 40% pressure.
A taste.
And like it would give them a bit of an ouch.
Oh, this is a tough one because it's like I love kind of social stuff. Like my 74-50 questions are always like to do with crowds and who's watching. I don't think I could. I couldn't rile myself up enough. I couldn't psych myself up enough because you don't know how they're going to react.
Yeah, and what if they have a woolen jumper?
God.
Biting wool.
No. That's even worse. Yeah, terrible.
That woolen jumper there that Dan's wearing, vintage.
No, thank you. Disgusting.
Musty.
Imagine the hairs be left on your
I
tongue.
can. Yeah, I can taste.
I've got a 74-50 question for you. Aldi, we're back in Aldi. We're back in Aldi middle aisle.
Okay.
Would you put a bottle of wine into someone else's basket?
Yes. For $74.50.
Yeah.
Fucking 3 of them in there. Absolutely.
And say like, that's for you. You deserve it.
Yes. Yeah. I would. Yeah. Would you?
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got another one for
Go
Aldi.
on.
Would you, Aldi middle aisle, grab a random person by the hand and just come over here?
You did this to me on
No.
Friday.
No. Come over here.
Woman.
Come over here for a sec. It doesn't have to be an older woman. The older woman's not involved. Could be anyone. Come over here for a sec. I want to show you something. Bring them over to the pet supplies section. Point at a bag of cat litter and go, that's you, and walk off.
No, would you do it?
Yeah, probably would.
Yeah, you would. You definitely would.
I probably would.
I don't think I could do it.
Why is it such
where's
a hard
the line?
no?
Where's the line? I just I don't know.
I think the bit that I would hesitate, I would do it, but the bit that I would hesitate at is the fact that you have to walk over.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You're prolonging the agony. Yeah.
But I was going to did I say hold their hand? No, that was the old one. I was asking you to
The old woman's hand.
and then your emotions got involved. I was
And
like,
I
you
was
could have
like,
made
oh,
her
God.
day.
Yeah. No, couldn't do it. Do you
You
want to
just
make me
don't know.
retch? Do you have a story to make me retch?
Yeah. That's
What's Laura gagging for?
What's Laura gagging for this
Okay.
week?
All right, let me just prepare myself for
Is
this.
it peanuts?
You went down. Go.
I went down to Cork to visit a very, very good friend of mine. Her name's Poppy. She's really cool. She's one of my favourite people in the world. But she had work in the morning, so she came out drinking for a little bit, but I continued on drinking. I don't know where I ended up. I think that I blacked out halfway through the night. I don't even know how I made it back to her house.
Cool.
Sleeping on the couch, and it was one of those student accommodations where it was fucking Baltic, no covers. Tried to cover myself with a piece of cardboard or whatever you could find in the house. You know, one of them situations.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
So, but I was
Rolled in
feeling
carpet.
absolutely blind drunk. Like, literally don't even know how I got to the bathroom or how long I was in there for. When I got back, she left the key on the mat. Went to sleep there. She had gotten up for work, woke up, like, you know, out of a fever dream, like, oh my God, and the room spinning and everything like that. I was so bad that I was like, I got up and I was retching and I was like shaking and trying to get myself, and I was already going to be late for the bus, so I had to rush, and I was just stupidly decided to maybe have a shower to kind of wake myself up, to kind of like steady myself.
That's not stupid.
But I accidentally pooped before I did the shower, so I had to like kind of shower in the stench because I couldn't flush the poo. And I tried so many times to flush it. So I was just like flushing again, waiting. Come on, for the love of it, flush it,
Like a
flushing,
broom
flushing.
handle.
Like, literally, how the fuck did this come out of my body? And what the fuck am I going to do? So I said, I'll jump in. Like, I really, really rushed, like panicking, like kind of walking around the house, couldn't find a towel or anything like that. It was freezing cold, right? Laura, calm down. Not even at the crux of the story.
I'm picturing
So
where
anyway,
it's going.
I was in the shower, like, you know, vomiting and like trying not to vomit, retching.
Steamy
in the
shit.
stink.
Oh my God.
In my own stink.
Oh my God.
So got out of the shower, got dressed, and the poo wouldn't go away. It was just still there, and I was like, I can't let Poppy come home to this because the whole house is going to smell. Right? I was literally panicking, like I wouldn't like usually care about this kind of stuff, but it was monstrous. So I was actually scared. So I was just like, break it up. So I was just like looking around for a utensil. There was no toilet brush.
I'm close.
There was no toilet brush. And I was just like, oh my God, they have kindling outside, so I can use a stick. I was looking for a broom, and I was like, no, I can't use the handle, blah, 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 blah. There's kindling. There's a box of kindling outside. They light fires. Went out to the back. Went out the back, opened the kindling box, found a stick about this long, you know, it was broken off stick, and stabbed it in the middle so it would go down. And it was still flushing. Finally, it went down, but it was gone, and I had this stick in my hand. And I was like, where the fuck does this go? Can't put it in the general waste because there's a shit on the end of it. I was just like, oh my God, the stick. And I was looking at the time. I was like, I'm going to be late for this fucking bus. Left with this fucking stick in my hand. And I was just like, can't put it in the bin. Can't put it in the fire because it'll be a shitty stick in their fireplace. There's shit on this stick. What am I going to do? So I put it back. I put it back in the kindling box and closed it and then left. Popped the key back in the letterbox. And I was just like,
what were you thinking?
I was like, oh my God.
Fucking monster.
She's going to have to light a fire.
Oh my God.
And she doesn't know the shitty stick is there. And I didn't want to tell her about the shitty stick. So days later, rang her. I think we used to ring each other on the daily back then. And I was like, Poppy, have you recently lit a fire by any chance? And did it smell like poo?
Okay. Trying onto it.
So she possibly could have set my shit on fire.
Oh, crisping. Oh, well done to you.
Yeah, that was one of my poop stories. But
scumbag.
the utter panic of the stick.
Stop talking about the stick.
Sorry.
We're done. You got me. You won. Oh.
So good. I'm sorry,
put
Poppy.
It back in the kindling box.
I didn't know what to do. I was under pressure.
Throw it out somewhere. Throw it into the garden. Bury it.
No, it was a small box garden and I didn't want to throw it into the neighbour's yard.
Into the kindling box.
I put it back in.
Scumbag.
Sheer panic. I didn't know what to do.
Scum of the earth.
The size of the thing was horrific.
Stop.
Okay, go on.
Oh, okay. We'll wind up. We probably have loads there, Danielle, do we?